All right, everything looks good. Hello and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. Yes, we're going to continue our journey. I see that Honey's already in the room. Hey there, Honey. Good to see you. Let me change that. Okay. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check up on our team again before we start. We have the John Cena, it's a level 7. Have the Susan level 2, the King Dedede level 10, and the Bobcat level 5. So yes, we are ready to go. I want to train up my Pokemon a little bit more because they're still a little low level. So I'm going to make my way over here and try to level them up a little bit. We are going to take on the first gym leader today. Or tonight, I should say. So yeah, I don't want to fight this Cricketot or whatever because it has bide, and I'm not. That'll just wreck me. So I'd rather not face it. I think this is the last. Yeah, I'm not. Hey, Call of Halo. Yes, hashtag Fartman. Yes, welcome to the stream. It's weird how I have that with the chat. Let me turn that off because that's kind of weird. I was just going to see how it looked, but I'm going to throw that off. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to try to get some levels, and then we're going to head towards the first gym leader. So it'll be the first gym leader. Hopefully, my last Nuzlocke adventure, I don't think I lost at all, but the one before that, I lost to the second gym leader. Oh wow, you're gonna take forever to get to experience here. So let's go for Bobcat. Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Honey. Well, you're definitely not late. I'll tell you that much. I kind of saw you lurking in the room for a minute while I was setting everything up because it really sucks because I don't have 2 monitors. So, you know, I have to fit everything on one screen. And if any of you guys have worked with any type of like XSplit or OBS, you'll kind of understand what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to get it all unless you have 2 monitors. Okay, I'm watching this and playing Halo 5. Alright, well, that's awesome. Call a Halo. I should have figured you were a Halo fan with your name. I didn't... Yeah, I guess that did come out. Yeah, it did. You must have got the midnight release of it. You must have... Did you pre-order it, or did you... Or no, of course you pre-ordered it, but did you pre-order it online, or did you pre-order it at the GameStop? But yeah, I forgot that comes out tomorrow. I don't have an Xbox One. I have a PS4, so I can't play that game. Let's see. There we go. Sorry, I just got a text. I just have to make sure it's nothing important, just in case. Okay, so the first part of this will be a little boring. Probably not too much. I just want to get my... Honestly, I just want to get my one... I'm just going to train up my Bobcat a couple levels, and then that'll be good. I did realize that my Bobcat has the ability of Rivalry, so it gets a boost in attack if it's the same gender that's facing it. So that's actually pretty cool, so I'm actually pretty stoked for that. Unfortunately, this next gym is going to be hard because obviously I'm going to use my water type, but I can't level it up anymore because I have to be careful because I can't. The level limit is what is it, 14, and I can't exceed that level till I defeat the gym leader. Now, if I defeat the gym leader, like let's say the gym leader's on his or her last Pokemon, I defeat it, then I level up past 14, that's okay because I already defeated them. They have no Pokemon left. The only time it's going to matter is if it's like, okay, let's say the level cap's 14 and I leveled up to 15 and the gym leader still has 1 level, then, wow, we both just missed tackle there, I just noticed that. Then I would have to release it. Let's see. I should be okay. That's doing quite a bit of damage. Let's see, Honey. I was just playing Pokemon and started just leveling up a little bit. Oh, that's cool, Honey. Let's see, you pre-ordered digitally, and by the way, I'm Australian, so I've been playing it for 15 hours straight. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, different time zones. Right now, at my time, it's obviously 10 p.m. this would be the time that we would be able to play it over here, because we go off Eastern time, and it's 12 over there. Yeah, U.S. Eastern time, and so yeah, that's how we base our time off of. So I'm in the Midwest, which is 2 hours behind. So yeah, I honestly like. Yeah, I'm still waiting on our other residents. I'm sure people show up. It just started, but yeah, the Nuzlocke adventure. I don't really like. I expect a good amount of viewers. Not really a ton. A lot of people can. Well, thank you there for confirming there, honey. Yeah, the Nuzlocke streams don't get as much appeal, which is fine. I enjoy doing it. I have fun. I'd rather have a couple people in here that enjoy it rather than have a lot of people that don't. It's just that, you know, I can't do the viewer battles every day because I would just get so bored that I would lose motivation for it, and I don't want to do that because then I'll just be boring to watch. But, so what's going to basically happen is that, I decided that Tuesdays and Wednesdays I'm not going to stream at all. Those are going to be kind of like my days off. And yeah, so Tuesdays and Wednesdays will be my day off, and then Thursday to Monday I'll be streaming. So which is good because it's the weekend. Most people are off during the weekend anyway, so you know. Oh, you are referring to Kat? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kat will show up. I can't wait for her to get here too. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm going to get up to like level probably 8. And then we'll be good. Okay, so yep, just knocking out these Bidoof. These little 3s are a little scary because they hurt, but we've seen Bobcats doing alright. But yeah, see, I didn't do very much. Okay, let's just keep tackling. I'm hoping that it just goes for growl or something. I'd rather it waste a turn. Ooh, that was a crit. Okay, let's switch. We're gonna get John Cena in here. John Cena coming out to save the day. But yeah, gosh darn, those critical hits are what are scary. Ooh, beautiful. That wasn't a crit? Wow. Oh, this is my adamant. It's funny that my Bidoof that's named John Cena is actually adamant. It's you know, it's just kind of funny because that John Cena is all about, you know, strength and stuff, muscles and all that, hitting hard. So that's kind of funny, the coincidence. Okay, so that was kind of rough on Bobcat there. Yeah, see, at level 3, I felt like was gonna do some damage. I don't really know like Shinx of having a lot of defense, so I'm not really surprised by that amount of damage. But yeah, so yeah, about like 1 or 2 more levels because I want to be able to use. The reason why I'm leveling up is because I want my other Pokemon to fight these trainers coming up. Because I can't have, you know, my freaking Piplup over leveling as much as I would love to have my Piplup run through everything, but I do record everything I do, so as much as I would love to just have the fun parts recorded, well, I shouldn't say the fun parts, but the more adrenaline rush parts. Alright, cool. Oh boy, let's see. Let's do one more level because Bobcat for some reason is getting so much experience, and this is just working out great. Saz, do you remember what level Charmeleon? I believe it's 36. It's in the 30s, honey. But I'm gonna say 36. Yeah, I could be off, but I think that's what it is. I don't. But yeah. I think all the first well, that's what it evolves from Charmander to Charmeleon there, Calahalo. It evolves from Charmander to Charmeleon at level 16. Unless you meant to put Charmander. Yeah, it's 36. Yeah, I would love if Charmander or Charmeleon evolved into Charizard at 16. That would be a lot faster. But hey, John Wood, welcome to the Nuzlocke stream. Yeah, 32 for the grasses. Yep, I remember the grasses. They personally make it so grass are easier to level up. I wonder why they do that, honestly. I don't know if it's like the creators are like, oh, okay, we know they're kind of bad. Well, they're not all bad. They just have so many weaknesses. They're really hard to set up, and they're only good in certain situations, and it's very limited. It's not as open. Because the creators, they try to make it so like, okay, if you have a lot of weaknesses, you have good stats. If you have no weaknesses, then you have crappy stats. Of course, that's excluding, you know, ultra legendaries like, you know, Mewtwo and stuff. They just kind of get everything. But they have their, you know, you can easily get around Pokemon like that as long as you get a Pokemon set up. Thanks, guys. I chose Charmander as my starter, and I'm training a lot. Awesome. Yeah, was Charmander? No, actually, funny question. You guys can all name what your first Pokemon game was and starters and stuff like that. My first starter was, you know, as funny as everybody says, I was still old enough for the red and blue generation, but I never got it. I never was able to get it. Obviously, I didn't have any money when that, because it came out in 1996, and I was like 7 when that came out. So if you do the math, you can tell the age there. But I was about 7, and my first version was yellow, and I was kind of like cocky with it a little bit because everybody was like, you know, obviously my first starter was Pikachu, and I like loved Pikachu ever since then. And I always went up to people that had. I remember I'd go to middle school, or I was in middle school and I go to school, and I remember walking into the cafeteria, and everybody would just be like, you know, before the day begins, everybody's usually in the cafeteria eating breakfast, hanging out, or outside the school hanging out. And I remember everybody had their Game Boys, and they would just be playing them and trading and stuff. And I remember the link cable and stuff like that, so that was really cool. But I always used to, like, you know, kind of, you know, I was young, so I was a little naive, but I would always rub it in people's faces that, like, oh yeah, I get all the starters. I get, you know, in this one game I can get Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. I was like, I don't have to choose, because back then it wasn't really feasible for me to like buy multiple games and trade and stuff like that. You know, obviously whatever my parents gave me, I had. But so to other kids my age, they were just like, you know, whatever. So let's see. Junwood was Silver, which was Cyndaquil. Awesome. Yeah, I chose Cyndaquil, and the first time I played Gold and Silver. I think I played Silver first before Gold. Let's see. Honey says Red. I also own Blue and Yellow. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, okay, maybe you might be able to remember later then. And Call of Halo, yours was Blue and Squirtle. Okay, cool. See, like, I think if I was like, you know, and I think that's another reason to why. Yeah, I think I don't have to heal. I think that was another reason why, like, Bulbasaur wasn't a main pick. Because when you're younger, you go for what looks cooler. And Bulbasaur just kind of like, it was more kind of cute than cool. So most boys wouldn't choose it. But it... what else was... There wasn't, you know, we didn't have green version, because that was in Japan. And that was a really glitchy, bad one. And, you know, when you have blue, you're more... You know, you want to get the Pokemon that's on the cover. You're like, wow, look how cool he looks, fully evolved. And, you know, if you have red, you're like, oh, I want Charmander. And if you're like, oh, I got blue, I want Bulbasaur. But, you know, when you're younger, you think different. You think a lot different than you do as an adult. Now it's all based on, you know, back then it was all based on looks. And then as you got older and start understanding the game, you're like, okay, now it's time for strategy. What do I want? That's going to be